I'm Jenny Higgins, and I'm the author of the upcoming children's book, Agnes Ayre's ABCs of Amazing Women. This book is an alphabet book of pre-Confederation Newfoundland and Labrador women. It places a special emphasis on the suffragists, although not every letter is a suffragist. We also look at some other women of note in the pre-Confederation era. Readers of this book will meet scientists, philanthropists, musicians. There's an amateur astronomer, photographers. Elsie Holloway was a photographer. Adeline Browning, she was a leading suffragist, but she also was a curler. She was in an orchestra. She also helped build a hospital here in Newfoundland. So these women were active in many areas, and they made a significant and lasting positive impact on Newfoundland and Labrador. Agnes Ayre was a fascinating woman. She was a botanist and an artist, so she would travel across the island collecting samples of our flora. She eventually compiled a collection of about 5/6 of our plant life, which are now housed in the Memorial University Biology Department, and her watercolors of those plants are part of the collections here in the QE2 library. They've all been digitized by the Digital Archive Initiative. She was also a suffragist. She was another leading member of the suffragist movement here, and she's just a powerhouse of activity, I think. She's an artist, a scientist, an activist, and she's the narrator of this book as well. And when you're writing an alphabet book and you have a woman whose both of her names begin with the letter A, that's gold. So for about a decade of my life, I worked as a writer and a researcher inside the Maritime History Archive here, and my work would bring me to archives and special collections in the QE2 as well. So over those 10 years, I wrote a series of articles and documentaries about this province's history. And I kept coming across these little stories about fascinating women, and I didn't really have a place to put them into my work, so I'd sort of collect them informally, And at the same time, some of my friends were having children, so I became really interested in children's literature. I was sending them alphabet books, and suddenly a light bulb just sort of went off in my brain. Can I create an alphabet of Newfoundland and Labrador women? Pitched this idea to my publisher. He was interested, and then I found the fabulous Jennifer Morgan to illustrate it, and that's how it came about. So the book is coming out in late April 2019. Right now, anyone who would like to pre-order it can visit the publisher's website. It's published by Boulder Publications.